everyone, this is Dimo Gonzalez here with Heartwood Financial Services. Hey, thanks for joining us for our latest financial education video. We're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions. And believe it or not, a lot of times they are financial. And also some of the latest that's been going on in Congress and how it's going to affect your money. So stay tuned. All right, so let's get started. This is a survey that was done by Statistica of the America's top 10 New Year's resolutions. And number one is exercise more. That sounds familiar. That's why all the gyms are busy in January. And then there's to eat healthier, way up there. I'm kind of in that category. I'm on this kick to eat less sugar. To lose weight, well, that kind of goes with 1 and 2, right? Save more money. Okay, I got an arrow next to that one. We'll be talking about that. To spend more time with family and friends. Of course, we always want that. 20% said spend less time on social media. That's probably not a bad idea. And reduce stress on the job. Easier said than done, but you can definitely have that as a goal. And then reduce spending on living expenses. It's funny that was the last one. Nobody really likes to reduce spending, but they realize it's going to help them get to the save more money part, right? So we're going to dig into these two financial resolutions a little bit more and an idea that I have that could help in that resolution. Well, 2 out of the 10 top New Year's resolutions were financial ones. Not a big surprise. I have simply just one idea that can maybe help with both of the save more money and help rein in the spending. And that is to use budget apps. Now, anybody that's spoken to me, you know I've always talked about having a budget and how important that is to help you prioritize your spending. It's not to tell you not to spend. It's really just to help you prioritize your spending. And the hardest part about budgeting is tracking it, because I've seen a lot of people come up with great budgets and then I ask them, so how are they doing? They're like, whoa. You know, it's kind of hard. You could be a receipt Nazi and try to, do all these spreadsheets, and that could be exhaustive. So these new budget apps are very, very helpful. I'm just going to highlight 3 different ones here. I've had a little bit of experience with all 3 of these. Obviously, there's tons of them out there. I would recommend for you to try them. But the big thing about these apps is they track your spending. So they help you, when you spend, you connect your credit cards and your different checking accounts and things to them. And then you could tell them how to categorize things, and it can put it into the different categories you want to track. So Mint is a very popular one. This one is free, although it has ads, and if you want to get rid of the ads, they charge you. MoneyWise is one that I like as well. This is a Christian-based one, so they have a lot of inspirational messaging and quotes and things that are nice. And YNAB is probably the most comprehensive one. That's just an acronym from You Need a Budget. That's clever. And that one actually costs a little bit more. It costs money. And MoneyWise costs a little bit as well. But this one is super comprehensive. If you're kind of a nerdy one and you like to really customize things, the YNAB might be the best route to take. But all these are super helpful to see where your money is going. If you don't tell your money where it's going to go, it just kind of goes poof. And I am a financial advisor and I'm really into finances and what's going on in the world of finances. And I still need help with these, with tracking things to see where my money is going. And it helps Chris and I kind of stay on the same page. So it's been very helpful. So I would highly encourage you guys, if you've never done a budget and you just always thought this is too complicated, this is too hard, I don't have the time, these apps really make it a lot easier to do. And it could definitely help you in carving out more in the savings and help you be more aware of your spending, which could help you reduce your spending. All right, I also want to throw in that there has been some pretty big changes in the recent omnibus bill that was passed by Congress and signed into law at the end of the year. And it's being called the Secure Act 2.0 because there was one back in 2019 that did some of the same things. But this took it a little further. Now, there's hundreds of pages on just this part of the bill, so I'm not going to get obviously all into that, but I just wanted to highlight a couple quick ones. First of all, the RMD changes. Basically, the folks that have to take out, your required minimum distribution, it was pushed to 72. That was the Secure Act 1.0. They're now pushing it out to 73, and it's going to go all the way out to 75 by the year 2030. So folks that need to take out a required minimum distribution now can wait till age 73. And there's some different planning complications there too that we can talk about if you're in that boat. Also, catch-up contributions. Now this can get super wonky, so I'm not going to get really into this. So call me if you want to learn a little bit more about this. But they basically have expanded the catch-up contributions. They're allowing the part where, when you're over 50 and you can add more, it's an extra 1,000. They're going to allow that to go up with inflation a little bit more. They also added a special part for retirement plans through an employer where when you're age 60, 61, 62, and 63, that you can add an even bigger amount in those types of plans, not IRAs, unfortunately. So that's all part of this new act. I thought this one was interesting too, where you'll be able to potentially convert some of your 529 plan money that's unused into Roth IRAs, a rollover option. So that was really interesting. There's a lot of strings attached. So, if you're in that situation, that's one that we can talk about as well. Creation of the Roth and SEP simple IRAs. I thought that was kind of cool. So instead of just making a pre-tax contributions to SEPs and simples, you can do a after-tax contribution that would go tax-free like a Roth. And finally, employer matching that could be done in Roth dollars instead of in pre-tax or traditional types of dollars. You can elect to make some of those changes. And there's a lot more. So if you want to talk a little bit more about this with me, please feel free to give me a call. I'm still reading through a lot of this legislation and learning it myself as well as I'm sure a lot of people are. But I just wanted you to be aware that there's definitely some interesting changes here that are going to change some of the planning that we do. Thanks a lot. Hope you guys enjoy. God bless.